When InMotion developed its self-contained, electronically activated airbag system, the French company worked closely with Aixon to create a standalone vest that could be worn under the majority of leather and textile motorcycle jackets. This tech went on to appear as a clip-in accessory in held garments, as a zip-in in Furygan gear and permanently built into RST kit. Klim and Tucano Urbano have also recently partnered with InMotion, each with its own unique implementation. Until now, the deal to allow Aixon to be the only company to offer a standalone vest has come to an end, which means there's more choice for the consumer. On the face of it, the most popular will end up being the one with the best distribution and marketing, as every single InMotion equipped vest/jacket/leathers uses the same airbag and basically the same 3D mesh interior. The removable control box is exactly the same, which is why you only need to buy it once, then use it with all your airbag-equipped gear, whatever the brand. However, Furygan's new Gilet sets itself apart as, for now, being the only one to include a CE Level 2 DO back protector as standard, and with the option of Level 1 DO chest protectors. I've been wearing it with my Oxford Hinterland Textiles and Segura striped leather jacket to find out if it's worth buying. The most important part of the Furygan Gilet airbag system is of course the InMotion control box. You can read the full details of it here, but in brief it's a completely self-contained device that needs no connection to the bike. The vest itself has an airbag that covers the back, over the shoulders and down across the chest. If a crash is detected while you're moving, the vest is fully inflated in less than 60 ms, after which the automotive inflator can be replaced by the owner for £89.99. There are no pockets on the vest, but that's to be expected. Of course, we need to discuss that price. The vest itself is £379.99, which is in line with most of the other brands, though if you want the additional chest protectors they'll set you back £29.99. But while the vest comes with the InMotion control box, the brains that contains the battery and sensors, it won't work until you spend an additional £399 or pay £120 per year, or £12 per month. Before you stop reading though, consider that, if you buy it outright, this makes for a total cost of £778.99. A lot of money, but not that much more than the £649.95 Danish smart jacket, which has to be returned to an authorized service agent in the event that it's deployed, at a cost of £250. That device also doesn't support the neck when it's inflated. On the other hand, technology is moving rapidly, and while we haven't tried it yet, Gilet Sea Turtle costs around £625, depending on the size you buy, and can be recharged by the owner, though as this is worn on the outside of your riding kit, there's more chance of it being damaged in a crash, and thus needing to be completely replaced anyway. You don't have to worry about your jacket being big enough to accommodate the Gilet, but it will block some pockets and vents. The point is that the InMotion system is comparable in price to its competitors, though I would hazard a guess that it won't be long before £120 per year starts to look quite a bit too expensive in comparison to others, especially when you consider that the track and adventure settings, which tweak the InMotion algorithms to deploy under slightly different conditions, cost an extra £25 per year each. I sincerely hope that, with so many brands all using the InMotion technology now, we'll start to see the company reducing its subscription prices. While there's a lot more information on how InMotion works here, all you need to worry about is ensuring it's charged up and turned on. If you're riding along and the unit detects what it thinks to be a cache, it'll fire the inflator and within 60 ms you'll have the same levels of protection as a MotoGP rider. Unique to InMotion is that all the data from the box is sent back to the company when it's charged, via Wi-Fi. This is anonymous, but it helps to refine the algorithms, which can then be updated. Getting an exact answer on what circumstances will trigger the device is very hard, but incidents like an impact on the road above 35 km per hour at an angle between 45 degrees and 135 degrees will trigger it, as will a high side or low side over 50 km per hour on track. The built-in GPS can make detection more accurate, and it's quick to connect, often even in the house, but if you are involved in an accident in a tunnel, the system will still be capable of deploying. One thing to point out is that you won't be riding along then suddenly have your subscription cancelled, leaving you with a dead airbag. You'll be contacted if there are any problems taking payment long before that, and your card details are held to take the money. An airbag offers the potential of a huge amount more protection than passive armor, so why bother with the back and optional chest protectors? Well, in the event that the airbag didn't deploy for whatever reason, having a CE Level 2 back protector means you've got the highest level of passive protection always there. The standard back protector used in other brands, including the Ixon vest, is CE Level 1, but the new DO version is the same 18 mm thick, and well ventilated. Impressive. The optional chest protectors are the lower CE Level 1, but still unique on an ing and motion airbag system, and while they do add extra bulk, they're also a comforting addition that gives even more protection. One thing I am conscious of is that as you can't zip your jacket and trousers together, if the vest inflates it'll put the jacket up quite high, potentially leaving your belly and lower back exposed. The inflated vest will likely keep you from suffering abrasions in these areas, but it does mean your midriff could be more exposed to impact and slide damage. Once deployed, the vest should slowly deflate, but in my test of the Tech India Ixon it took a lot longer than the few minutes of demo models I've seen. In fact, it was more than 2 hours before it showed any clear signs of starting to become flaccid. Even then, it was holding its inflated shape, and after 12 hours it still had air in it. Full deflation only happened when I took the spent inflator cartridge out. When you buy a new inflator for £89.99, it comes with an adapter that lets you manually pump the vest up to check for leaks. As long as it doesn't start to deflate in 5 seconds, you just screw on a new inflator, reconnect the plug, and you're ready to go again. It's important to note that there needs to be space inside your jacket for the airbag to inflate. This is a little complex, but bear with me. Furygan's advice is that you first measure around your chest, then your waist without wearing the vest. Now add the two numbers together. Then, lay your closed jacket on a flat surface and measure around the chest and waist areas, while stretching it as much as you can. The jacket's total measurements need to be greater than or equal to 13 centimeters larger than your combined body measurements. In my case it's a 14 centimeters, so I've got away with it. This doesn't take into account additional layers or liners you might wear in the winter as you measure the outside of the jacket, but as a ballpark figure it seems okay. You can wear a rucksack while using the vest, but it can't be more than 8 kilograms, and there needs to be a 10 centimeters gap if you pull the straps forward from your chest. You should not zip your jacket and trousers together while wearing the airbag vest, and it's not designed for one-piece leathers either. If it deployed it could cause a pretty nasty wedgie. I have forced my Ixon airbag vest to deploy by holding it in the air then punching it hard across the garden. This speed was enough for it to trigger as it hit the ground. I tried putting my Segura jacket on over it while inflated, and of course couldn't, though I do think it would just about accommodate it. It'd be very tight, and I'm pretty sure it would cause some pain under the arms at least, but compared to potential broken bones of a serious crash I think it'd worth the discomfort. Obviously an airbag isn't breathable, so it's going to restrict airflow. But not as badly as you might expect. All in-motion systems are lined with the 3D mesh, and the Furygan's no different, with the deep mesh that really does let a good amount of air circulate. In colder weather, the vest of course restricts how many more layers you can add, and it can be difficult to get a heated vest in there, something worth keeping in mind. But that 3D mesh helps create pockets of air that have meant that, outside of deepest winter, I get on fine with my jacket's own thermal liner and this over a t-shirt. The optional chest protectors add bulk, and with my Segura jacket they're a bit too much. The Oxford hinterland is fine though. Still, in profile you can look pretty chunky with it on, but I reckon I'd look better bouncing down the road in this than without it. Walking around off the bike, things can get hot, and because the back is quite rigid you'll need a decent-sized top box to store it. Compared to systems that have the in-and motion airbag built in, I find the vest much more convenient as you can turn it on, check the battery light isn't red, then throw it on. Built-in systems require you to delve into the back of the jacket to activate and check it, or you can use the app. Ideally, I'd still like in-and motion to make the simple update of giving an audible warning tone when the vest turns on or wakes if the battery is getting low. Charging the control unit requires removing it from the vest and plugging in a micro USB cable. Let's hope for USB-C in an update, and charging while it's fitted if possible. You'll get up to 20 hours of riding out of a full charge, which is enough for most people's weekly commute, or a full weekend of backroad blasts. There's no charger supplied, which is a bit tight, though you can use any USB charger, and I must admit I don't need any more.